It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the AFC East. It's the Dolphins and the Jets on EA Sports.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. It's set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. To throw is Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Defense gives up the touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because
he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Eric Armstead in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The New York offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 108 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their #8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. On play action, they'll throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Moss. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
They can't stop this.
Zach Moss taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Let's go.
New York set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now he's forced out left. This is caught. It's Cooks. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On first down, it's Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the 50 at Stafford. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Stafford on first down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now it's Stafford. That is caught left side by Bryant. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. And he is closing in on the 100-yard mark for the day.
And it appears that he loved the fact that they're going to play this game earlier. You know, daytime, he's out there running.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. That is caught by Thielen. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
49, check 49, check 49. Shadow.
First throw now for the backup Brady. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Lambo can't hook this one back in. It's no good. Wide to the right. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
On first down, Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
The kick by Rambo is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Stafford now to throw. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Harrison Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll get him down right about the 20.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little And they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now he'll escape to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Bryan Edwards, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. On 1st down, Stafford here. He gets it to Thomas. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Back now here on EA Sports. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's Stafford. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. They go play action here on first down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. There again is Cooks, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it. Miami set to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Stafford. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fielded just outside the goal line. So the Jets now down on the scoreboard. A little under a minute to go. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they
put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.